I'm gonna hold the camera. It's gonna be like a little personal mini vlog slash pet talk. I want to talk to you guys about not listening to what other people have to say about you, or like what people, like what opinions people have to give about you or to you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm more talking specifically. I low-key am bleeding right here because I shaved. I don't know. I've been bleeding every single time I've been shaving. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, I want to talk specifically about, like, for example, me when I was younger. I remember in high school. You know what I'm saying? Everyone was applying to colleges at 11th grade. They started like looking into schools and stuff like that, and I never really ended up doing that. I never really ended up looking. And I remember like a lot of buddies or a lot of peers that I had class with or whatever. Oh well, did you start applying? Yeah, you gotta start applying. You gotta start doing this, man. You gotta do that. And I just never did, just because of the fact that I never felt the interest in doing it. Like I've had some thoughts in mind of, oh, maybe I'll pursue this. Oh, I don't know, maybe I'll be a physical therapist, or maybe I'll be that. But nothing like a genuine spark of interest to where it would motivate me enough to want to actually pursue action on it. You know what I mean? And so because of that, when I would tell people, I don't know, I don't know if I want to go, I'm not really interested. And at the time, this is what, 2016, 2017, I don't know, I graduated high school in 2020, so the peak of COVID and all that stuff. So yeah, I think like 2016, and at that time it was still relatively like, still at that time where it was like, oh, college is the way to go. College is the thing to do. Otherwise you're labeled as like the nobody, the loser, the not getting anywhere type of person. You know what I mean? Like that kind of stigma. And I just never ended up doing it, and a lot of friends, a lot of acquaintances, even some family members at times, they all looked at me like this kid's lost. He's not going anywhere. He's not doing anything. And little did I know, or little did I end up realizing as I got older. I'm 23 now. I'm not 40 like people say, but just a few years down the line, little did I realize, I get in touch with some of these people, or I try to reach out or got in touch, or the other way around, with some of these people that, ended up going to that route, seemingly looking like, or appearing like they knew exactly what they were doing, what they wanted to pursue, where they wanted to go, what school they wanted to attend to, all that stuff. And, I've had these conversations with these people, and a lot of them, dude, honestly were saying to me like, Kevin, I'm gonna be honest, bro. I don't know what I want to do in my life. Like, I thought I did, but I was taking these classes, and I just, I had the thought to really think about it, and I don't want to do it anymore. So I'm switching to this major and that, and the truth is like, look, I'm not trying to like downplay or like trash talk college, because look, at the end of the day, you need to go to college if you want to be a doctor, if you want to be like essentially anything that requires 100% a college degree. You need to go to college, get your master's, get your whatever it is that you need to acquire, right? But that's not the set in stone, like the way, you know what I'm saying? And I just found it crazy. I don't think it's like that as much anymore, but I think it was like still in that last moment of time before it broke open. I think when quarantine and COVID, all that stuff occurred, I think that's when people started really opening their minds that college is, trust me, more than not the only thing. There's plenty of other things and options that you can do that are even quite less the hassle as well. You know what I'm saying? No debt that you'd have to get into, no like bullshit like that. You know what I'm saying? And so I've had these conversations with these people, I've talked to these people about this shit, and then they ask me like, yo man, like good on you, bro. Like you kind of like didn't really do it, you knew kind of what you wanted to do, but even though you didn't know what you wanted to do, you didn't just end up doing something just because everybody else was doing it, and that thing that everybody else was doing was going and attending college, whether it's like a community college, a university, whatever. And I think that's what I noticed a lot, bro. I noticed a lot of people would go and attend college not because they knew what they wanted to do, but because they thought that's what was best for them, because they saw everybody else around them doing the same exact thing. And those fucking same people probably thought the same exact thing that that person thought. So it's just kind of like a rat thing. It's like a copy and paste. You know what I'm saying? They even done a study about this. I don't know where the study is or what it's called or whatever, but they did a study where like there was a bunch of people that gathered, a group of individuals for like an appointment of some sort. Little did they know it wasn't an appointment at all. They sat them in a room waiting for their appointment to be, you know, ready and for their time to go in the office or whatever. And after every 10-ish minutes or something like that, everybody was in on it except like maybe one or two people. I think like one person at a time. They would all stand up randomly. Nobody saying anything. There's no like alarm. There's no like noise. Just people would just stand up for like a minute and then just sit back down. They did that on repeat over and over and over until that one person who wasn't knowingly into that group or like what the fuck was going on ended up just following along and just started standing up and then sitting down when they would do the same thing. Humans tend to have this follower type mentality, and there's nothing wrong with that to an extent. When you make it your whole personality and your whole image that like what they do, I do as well, it can work in your favor, but it could also bite you in the fucking ass at the same time. You know what I'm saying? I've always been the type of person, dude, that I don't conform to society. I've said this since I was like 17 or 18 years old. You know, I remember I posted a picture on my IG one time at that age. I don't conform to society. Don't conform to society. And essentially what I mean by that is I don't conform to the societal norms. You know, I don't do societally like normal things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, content is not, I mean, it's starting to tend to be normal now and popularized, right? But when I started, of course it wasn't. I started, I don't know, 2016, I think, when I was in like 10th grade in high school or some shit like that. Don't always worry and hyperfixate so much on what people have to say about the things that you want to do with your fucking life. It's your life. Who the fuck are they to tell you have to do what they say? Are you fucking kidding me? Hey buddy, I'm sorry, are you going to be going to sleep with me at night? Are you going to be going to sleep with me and are you going to be waking up with me in the day? Are you going to be with me when I'm making my fucking breakfast, my lunch, or when I'm going to the bathroom and taking a fucking shit? I don't think so, brother. So go fuck yourself. Because I didn't ask for your opinion. All right? And if you did, that's a different story. But growing up, you know, I've always had people giving their unwanted opinions that I'd never asked for about what I should do with my life and if I'm doing anything good or bad in my life. You know what I'm saying? And oftentimes they would say that I'm doing things that are not within means of the right thing. Oh, this is wrong. Do this, do that. You're not doing the right fucking thing. You're fucking up. You're not going to be anything in life if you keep going this path. Guess what? At the end of the day, and this is not to like be in bragging terms or whatsoever, like sincerely, but I look back and now looking at the times I'm in now, right? Fast forwarding to 2025. Dude, a lot of these people that said that shit about me, like, I make more money than them. I'm substantially more happier than them. I'm growing as a whole, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just as an individual, you know, like my physique, I'm building more muscle, you know, like I'm trying to build my brand more. Like I'm leveling. And a lot of these people, you know, whatever, they're in a certain place in their life where they're just kind of like there, you know? And it's like, these are the people all my life, or like for a long part of my life, that were telling me, Kevin, you're fucking up. You're going to be a loser. You're this, you're that. And it's crazy how life, you know, it takes its course. But it took a strong sense of bravery in my end to continue going the path and route I was going. Because like I was saying about if everyone's doing one thing, that one person will eventually follow along, even though they don't know what the fuck's going on or what's the reasoning for it. I felt like, you know what? I don't know what's going on. I don't know why these people are saying this. They could be right, because at the end of the day, if the whole world is telling you the sky is fucking red, and you're looking at the sky, it's fucking blue, but they're telling you it's red. Every single person, your family, your friends, your girlfriend, I don't know, your whatever, you're gonna start fucking believing it. You're gonna be like, dude, the fucking sky is red, bro. You're gonna start believing it. But I had this strong sense, and still do, of integrity, of no, if I believe this, if I know this, I'm sticking by it. I don't give a fuck if if 8 billion people of the planet say no, motherfucker. You're the only person. You're crazy. You need to go to a psych ward because you're the only person who disagrees with the entire 99.9% of the population, and you're disagreeing. You're crazy. No, I'm not fucking crazy. And the only way to prove these people wrong is to keep going, keep grinding, keep fucking believing in yourself, bro. Until that moment hits where you fucking, you achieve it, bro. And when you achieve it, you don't have to show it off. You don't have to brag to these people because they're going to be looking, because it's essentially like the rat race. For those of you who know what that is, if you don't, look it up. It's like everyone's following the same path. And when somebody breaks through that and goes in their own path and makes their own segue, they're going to all be looking because they're interested to see what happens, good or bad, right? And then that's when you break and open the minds of newer people to doing the same thing that you did. So be a leader, not a follower. You know, I remember I was 19 years old and I met Bradley Martin and I did a little video with him on my channel. And there was one thing out of the whole conversation, I was talking to him for like 10 minutes, that stuck out to me the most, is that he said to me, at the end of the day, there's only two things about this, especially what I'm doing, like content. People are either going to hate you or love you. There's no in between. So you got to be yourself. If you're always yourself and you're on point and you're genuine for who you are and what you do and what you say, then at the end of the day, it doesn't fucking matter what people feel about you, whether it's good, bad, fucking, you know what I'm saying? You know, because a lot of people, they DM me or message me, hey, Kevin, you know, like, career-wise or like, what's the word? Like brand-wise, you know, like, you know, you should be a little bit more like this. You should talk a little bit less like that. You should do a little bit more like this. And it's like, motherfucker, I'm myself. I'm sorry to let you know, but a lot of these creators, they fake themselves and their personality, or they hide a lot of their image, their true selves, because they want to keep a perfect image. And at the end of the day, it's funny because those same people who bitch and criticize about those creators, oh, they're this or that, they're the same motherfuckers who complain about creators or influencers or whatever being fake as fuck. You caused it because you were the same people who fucking bitch and criticize when they show their true selves. I don't give a fuck and I couldn't care less. So I show my true self. I act the way I do. I say the jokes I do. I fucking laugh the way I do because it's my life. And it's always been my life. And it's nobody else's to judge. You really got to take this in deeply because I think I just cooked severely in this video. Severely. So follow your dreams, man. Follow your passion. And don't worry about it taking years for it to come to light because I promise you it's going to be 100% worth it. And I believe in you guys, sincerely. So if I believe in you, you fucking damn well better believe in yourself. But yeah, it's your boy Kevin Diaz from Crew Aesthetics, and I'm out, guys. Peace.